Hey, HR friends, welcome back. So we're going to do something a little bit different today. Uh, we've been doing predictions for how frequencies affect our body, but you got to understand that it doesn't just affect our individual bodies. These frequencies are going to affect what happened to our families, what happened to our nation, and what happens to our world. And to help you understand the national and world consequences to our choices, what happens is we're being judged or we're being assessed at regional levels of thought. Now, this was kind of not a common event for the DC area to have all these tornadoes. This happened Wednesday night. Okay. We've already got this thing set back. Now, this data is from the University of Michigan. So they keep track of all the tornadoes and they're keeping track of when they form, when they dissipate, and how much damage they do. And the nice thing about this site is they've got them all synchronized to central daylight time. And that's what we have here, central daylight time. So that lets us kind of cruise through these and see what the heck was happening here. Now, if a regional area is out of balance, meaning people are acting in a way and accepting different ways to live and think, and it's not in alignment with these frequencies, meaning an equal and balanced world, an equal and balanced nation, then what's going to happen is this area is going to experience unfortunate, tragic events that are unpleasant. Now, tornadoes are the very definition of unpleasant. The other thing that's cool about tornadoes is currently our science and climate specialists, yeah, I mean, they know a lot about them, and they're starting to be able to predict the sequences that will warn them that it's probable that they'll form, but they still really have no idea what's going on, why they show up, when they go away, what are the factors that are unseen that are happening with this. And we're actually getting ready to present this to them soon. So this is just practice, but we want you to see this because not only is this accurate for what happens to our body, but what's happening to our environment and our world. So the first one we're going to talk about here, and we're going to stay in this 6 o'clock forward range. The first one we're going to talk about here is this 6:11 p.m. one. Okay, so we're at 6:07 right now. Now I can move this to 6:11, and I'm going to do that for you. And you're going to see it's not going to change. There's still going to be an alignment going on. So there's an alignment. There's two alignments happening here. We've got an EP alignment that's happening. That's this guy right here. It's pretty small. And then on this side, we're just starting this one. This is a strong alignment between a P frequency, which is a 12-hour frequency, and an E frequency, which is a 6.5 day frequency. Now, here's the alignment. These are the two hands that are aligning. This is a world perspective, and this would be how individuals are integrating their choices within the world. So if individual choices and how it affects the world are out of balance, that's why these things would happen. All right, so let's just take a quick look here, and we're going to keep fast forwarding. So that was the 6:11 one, okay? So now the 6:15 is going to be the same thing. 6:23, very similar. Let's keep moving here. So now we're at 6:22. Look at 6:23, another storm. So what am I doing? I'm fast forwarding these little P awarenesses, and you see how it lined up with green here again on the bottom? That's the problem. Here it is right here. This hand is in here. That's what's causing that. All right, let's move forward here. 638. Oh my gosh, there it is, 639. So every time this P frequency is flipping, it's changing the electromagnetics and these alignments are happening, which is spurring on all these tornadoes to form one after another. So the 639, the 642, the 642, let's fast forward again. 653. Then we've got ones that start at 7 here. Let's keep going. Now, this is the alignment right here, causing all this destruction for the most part. And look at this one's starting to pull into it. Now, this is bringing first person perspectives into it. All right. And the first person perspective alignment is right here. So this would be men maturing into, uh, or this would be young males maturing into a more mature whole based perspective. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about here, we have an 8-step process that explains how all this works. You should really review that information. This is really just to show you how accurate this is and how we can use this technology to know when tornadoes are not very likely, when they're going to happen. If they're going to happen, this is when they're going to happen. All right. We're at 7:08 here right now, and you can see 7:07, 7:07. Let's fast forward again. 15-minute increments. 7:24. Here we go. 7:26, 7:26. Let's fast forward again. 7:39. Now we're getting into the 7:45 time frame. Look at clock alignment still happening. Boom, boom. Let's keep fast forwarding. 7:54. What a surprise. One starts at 7:57. Let's fast forward again. 8:09. What a surprise. Now we've got one at 8:19. Let's fast forward again. That's the end of the storms, 8:25. Now, we're getting to the end of this sequence at that point, and we're getting to the end of this sequence now. Did the weather stop? No. They continued to have pretty rough weather there in the Baltimore and the Maryland area and even around DC. But at least the tornadoes calmed down. All right, that's where we're stopping here.